Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Psycho here. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm not doing a pickups video or a music video. I'm going to show my Switch collection. I've been going pretty heavy on collecting Switch stuff lately. Not sure why. I just think it's a fun console, and I just have a lot of fun collecting for it. So, a little bit of a story. I got the Switch back in 2017 when it had first come out. Well, a few months later, I got it from a friend who actually had one used, which blew my mind because it had only been out for like 2 or 3 months. But I got a good deal on that with a copy of Breath of the Wild, so I picked it up. And then I just didn't touch it for a long time. I mean, I played Mario Odyssey, I played Breath of the Wild. Um, but yeah, I just kind of fell off, which is what I do with everything, really. I collect more games than I actually play. And I mean, obviously, it would take forever to play every single game that I have. I'd like to. I wish I had that kind of time, but I don't. So anyway, I fell off, and it got to a point where like I was just pretty much on my Xbox all the time. So I was buying games to try to get my kids to want to play the Switch. So a couple of the games that are kind of head scratchers. That's why I was trying to get them for my daughters to play. But then one of my friends, we started talking about the Switch and how much fun he was having collecting for it, and I bought a few games off a marketplace and found a few deals here and there, and then I started getting into it too, and I've been going pretty hard. Now, if you've watched the channel before, you know I collect for everything. But I do tend to lean towards Switch stuff if I can find it. So with that being said, I'm going to go through all my Switch stuff. I'm going to go relatively quickly. And yeah, there's some good stuff here. So let's get right to it. So this is what started it all right here. This was what I got from Carlos back in the day. It was a great deal. So I picked it up. Obviously the Switch is not in there. This is the primary Switch I still use all the time. My Joy-Cons drift, so I have an actual controller, but so the console's not in here. But yeah, that's what started all for me, that Nintendo Switch. And now here is this, which the console is not in here. I don't have this console, but somebody was moving. I didn't know them. They asked me if I could help them move a few things. It was the people that lived at the complex here, the apartment complex I live at, and they had this, and the guy told me I could have it. It's empty. Obviously, he kept everything that came in it, but I thought it was a pretty cool box. And if I get another Switch, I can throw it in here. And I mean, the Mario Kart was just a download anyway, and I have that physical, so it's a cool box, so I threw it in with the Switch stuff. The next thing I bought, this was on sale for $25, so I picked it up. It's sealed. I don't plan on opening it, but I just thought it was cool because it's one of those like really quirky things that Nintendo does that tend to have value down the line. So I kind of picked this up as like a future thing because, like I said, I have no intention of opening this or playing it or anything. So. But it is one of the Labo kits. This is the robot kit, Nintendo Labo. I'm not really sure what the hell they were trying to do here, and I'm sure it's fun. I don't know. I mean, my kids would probably have a good time putting this together and playing it. But like I said, I picked it up because it was cheap. $25 seemed like a pretty good deal at the time, so I picked up the Nintendo Labo robot kit. And if I find others cheap, I'll pick those up too. Just to have them. I think there's 4 of them, but I don't remember. Okay, and now we are going to dive into the actual games. I'm going to start off just with the regular, because I have this separated. I have piles of just the games, and then I have first-party Nintendo stuff, and then I have stuff from the limited run / all those companies that do limited runs of things, and then I have my collector's editions. So I'm just going to do... you know what? I forgot to do these. There's some controllers that I actually have for the system. Well, kinda. This is a Pokemon box. It doesn't have the controller, and I don't have the controller. This was given to me also by the same guy who gave me the Mario Kart 8 Switch box. So, if I ever come across this, I can throw it in the box and collect it. Then there's this one, the Super Mario Bros. 3 controller. That is also not in here because this is the one I use. I like this controller. I think it's pretty cool. And, you know, I'm a big Super Mario Bros. 3 fan, so that's really, really cool. The next one is Super Mario Bros. 1 controller. This one is in there. I have not taken it out of the box yet. I like these are corded controllers, which I don't care. That's fine, and they're relatively cheap, and they have cool designs on them. So when I have the spare, $25, I pick them up. There's a couple more, but they're I think one's a Pokemon or whatever. And I know it's blasphemy, but I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, so. But this is a cool controller. I like this one too, the Super Mario Bros. 1 controller. And then one more, which is also another really, really good one that I like. Legend of Zelda controller. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. So that's cool. And that one is also in there. Because like I said, I used the Super Mario Bros. 3 controller. So these other ones are just kind of backups. I don't really feel a need to open them up. They're sealed. If I need one down the line, then I'll open one. Okay, now we're going to get to the games. We're going to move kind of quickly. I'll tell you maybe a tiny bit about how I got it. And we're going to start off with My Universe, My Baby for the Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to say for the Nintendo Switch because this is all Nintendo Switch. I don't know why I just said that. But My Universe, My Baby. This goes back to when I said I was trying to lure my daughters away from the Xbox so that I could play Xbox and that they would have a Switch, games to play still. It worked for a little while, but not with this. I thought my youngest daughter would like it because she was into the Sims type games and managing stuff. My oldest daughter likes stuff like that too, but I feel like they just didn't give it enough of a chance. But there it is, My Universe, My Baby. I guess if you do plan on completing a collection, you have to have this in it. So it's there. Next one was also a game I bought for my daughters. Skylanders Imaginators. I've never played any of the Toys to Life games, and I don't even believe that you had the toys for the Switch versions. I could be mistaken. If you know, you can comment below. But yeah, that was another one. She has never even tried this. I don't even believe that this game has ever been in my Switch, which is the case with a lot of these. So, what's next? Another game I bought for my daughter. She likes the Sim style stuff. And I don't mean the Sims game. She likes that game too, but Sim style as in like this. Harvest Moon, Light of Hope. I figured she would give this a try and would get into it, but I don't believe that either one of them have ever tried this game. But it was pretty cheap, so there it is. I believe that's called something about Olive Town now. I forget what it's called now. The franchise isn't called Harvest Moon anymore. I forget what it is. Story of Seasons. Yeah. This game I got in a Facebook Marketplace deal. It was there was 2 games. The one I really wanted, I can't remember what it is now, but when I come to it, I will remember which one it is. And this was the other game she had, and I think I paid $20 for both of them, and that's a pretty good deal. I've never played this. I feel like it's probably pretty cool, and I'm sure my kids would like it too if they gave it a chance. But it's Lego Worlds. Just Dance 2019. I got this game for my kids. They doing TikTok dances and wacky motions that might be dances. I don't know. But they do them all the time. They played this game for a short time and then just kind of fell off and never played it again. This game I got from a guy who sold me some other gaming related stuff but not games, and said that this was, because I asked about Switch because I like this collecting for the Switch. He said this was the only one he had available, and I think he gave it to me for $10. So I added to the collection. Just Dance 2019. Owlboy. This was just a pickup from CD Trade Post. It was relatively cheap, and I had read a good reviews on it. And I did not finish this game, but I have played it, and it is quite fun. Maybe one day I'll get back to it. Oh boy. This I picked out for my oldest daughter, because I figured maybe she'd get on the Switch version and play that, because she was a huge Minecraft nerd for a long time. That's why we would fight over the Xbox, because she wanted to play Minecraft. You know what? I don't get it. I don't play this game. I don't understand why it's so hugely popular. But, I mean, it is a thing. There's games I like that other people are like, what the hell's wrong with you? But, so, it is what it is. Not a fan, but I have the Switch version also. Minecraft. This I bought on Amazon when I was going into a little bit of a buying frenzy when I first started trying to collect heavy for the Switch. And I think I paid $23 for this game on Amazon. It's not really that good, though. I mean, I was hopeful, but it's not. But it's WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Like I said, I got it on Amazon. I don't even think I used the code. I played a few matches and I was just like, nah. So, yeah, there's that. What's next here? I also ordered this on Amazon. I think I paid $15 to $17. It was a while ago, so I don't remember. But I wanted to have this in the collection because I played the first one in this series and have never beat it. But I love it, and I really want to go back to it. And I think it'd be awesome to do on the Switch. But it is the BioShock collection. It is in there. I'm not really sure what this paper is. I'm not really going through this. We're just talking about the games. But yeah, I want to go back and I want to play. I haven't played 2, but I played the first one, did not finish it, and I played Infinite, and I did not finish that one either. But cool to have in the collection. This game I paid $10 for at GameStop. Now this is not all recent, I just can remember where I got these from. But this was, I was just looking for a cheap Switch game. It was $9.99 at GameStop. I had never heard of it. I picked it up. I think it's a strategy title. I still don't know anything about it, really. Maybe one day I'll try it. But it was called 1971 Project Helios. And that's in there also. Up next, this was at Vintage Stock. I think I paid $30 for this. But it's a game that I didn't really see around there too often. Or really anywhere. So I picked up a copy of it. It is SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. I like fighting games. I have not tried this yet. It's probably really fun. So maybe one day I will try it. There it is. This next game I picked up at, I think Vintage Stock also, for $30-something. It was still relatively new. Maybe GameStop. I don't remember. But I played the first one and I wanted to play the second one. And I did play this a bunch, but I have not finished it. I need to get back to it. And this is the game that was so divisive, at least the original one was. It was, I mean, it sounds cliche, and I say the same thing that I've heard a lot of people say. This game is so terrible that it is actually awesome. Not this one. I actually have the first one in this series coming in the mail right now, so it should be here by, I think they said Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that, revisiting that also. But anyway, it is Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. I like this franchise a lot, and I thought the first one was amazing. I really do. I like the characters. I like that it's weird. I mean, you either get it or you don't, I guess, with Deadly Premonition. But there's the game. They did, like I said, I'm not all the way through this, but what I played reminded me of the first one, and I loved it. And I love this one also, and I need to get back to it. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. This was a deal. A guy was selling a couple of Switch games. He was asking a certain price. Like, didn't really think I was going to get it. Wasn't even that stoked, just trying to get some filler games. And he dropped it to a price that I could not resist. And I think there was like 3 or 4 games in that batch. I don't remember all of them right now. Oh, one of them was Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I have since sold that one because I know that game is supposedly really great and everything, but I am not a Dragon Ball fan by any stretch. And I don't know any characters really, besides like the huge, like Frieza and Goku, and yeah. So I didn't mind getting rid of that one, even though, you know, I should keep it for the collection, but I traded in at Hero Haven. It's a local toy store here. So But that game was one of the 4 that was there, and as I come across the other 3, I'll let you know what those were too. But this is one of them, South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Fractured Butthole. God, did anyone think that was funny? There's the game. That's how I got it. I played the Stick of Truth for a little bit, never finished it. This one is, I hear it's really good. I need to play it. This game I paid $20 for from a guy on Marketplace. Turns out when we were talking, he lived on the next street. So I walked over to his house and picked this up. This is still worth more than $20 right now, but he gave it to me for $20. I think he had a list for $25. I offered him $20, and he said he would do it. But this is a Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. I feel like $20 was a good deal for this. If it wasn't, let me know. But I'm pretty sure I still see copies of this going for like $35-40. But there's the game. I've never played a Diablo game, so don't judge. But I hear that they are quite amazing. This one I picked up. I heard that, I mean, even though it was a newer title and still kind of is, I heard that people were having a hard time finding it, but I haven't found that to be true. So I mean, I think I paid like $30 for this, but like I said, it was a new title, and once I get around to actually playing it, I'm sure I will like it. But it is Little Nightmares 2. I'd like to get my hands on the first one. I played the first one a little bit. It's okay. I mean, I really wish that every single room wasn't a puzzle, because I'd like to experience the creepy, scary stuff without having to like rack my brain the whole time. Or maybe I'm just an idiot and couldn't figure out the easy puzzles, but I don't know. I played through Limbo and Inside, which is kind of in the vein of this, or this is in the vein of those games, and I beat Limbo and Inside, and it was just like, man, they're great, but good lord, do you really have to think about what you're doing. Okay, so these are... Okay, I'm going to put those over there. And here is another amazing game. I was checking my computer there. This game was amazing on the 360. I loved it. I played through it a few times when it had first come out. It's on the Switch now, and I bought a copy of it. And if I'm not mistaken, and if I am, you can correct me in the comments, but I believe this is the only Rockstar game as of right now, until the GTA trilogy or whatever comes out. But I believe this is the only physical Rockstar game on the Switch, and it is a copy of LA Noire. And because I have beaten this before, and I played it on the 360 like I said, I didn't open it. I just left it sealed. So this is sealed still. Yeah, this game is great. This game is great. I got this at Walmart. I think it was like $15. Another thing, I think this is like 12 something, $10 to $12 at Walmart. I picked it up because, you know, filler title, and I feel like if I do decide to play this, it'd be pretty fun. But it is Trials Rising Gold Edition. The Trials games are infuriating, but I do understand the appeal because they are also fun. This is another one, like, I don't really have a desire to throw it in quite yet, so I didn't open it. This is also sealed still. I wonder what's even in here, because this is like a gold edition, and the case feels pretty heavy. Like there's a bunch of stuff in there. I guess one day I'll find out. This game I think I paid $10 for at a CD trade post. This was when I first started collecting. When I first started, like, I'm gonna go heavy for the Switch. I believe this is one of the first games that I picked up, and it was like I said, $10 at a CD trade post, and it is a copy of Scribblenauts Showdown. I've never played a Scribblenauts game. They should be pretty cool. I heard they were anyway. There's the game. But yes, that was at CD trade post, $10. This one I bought from a lady for $10 on Marketplace. I had never even heard of this game. It's based on a show that I also had never heard of, but is popular. So I guess I'm behind. I don't know. But she sold it to me for $10. So, you know, what the heck. It's called Narcos Rise of the Cartels. And, yeah, I guess it's based on the show. And it seems like a cool premise, but it's like a strategy game turn-based tactical game, and I'm not really. Oh, it's a Netflix TV series. I'm not really into those types of games, but a cool thing to have for the collection. Okay, what's next? This was another game that for some reason I was shopping for my girls for Christmas back when I told you I was trying to get them to be more into the Xbox or the Switch so I could play the Xbox. So I picked this up, Tiny Barbarian DX. Now I don't know what I was thinking by thinking that, even just by the title, like why would my two small young daughters be like, oh man, let's play this? But they did a little bit, and so did I. And this is a brutally hard 2D, like old school platformer. And I'm not hating this. I don't see it around too much anymore. I found this at GameStop. I think I paid like maybe $15 for this game. And I picked it up. And you know what? I think I might actually go back and try to play this again because I had a lot of fun, even though it was pretty hard. Tiny Barbarian DX for, well, the Switch. Okay, what's next? This I got in a marketplace deal. The guy sold this game to me for $15, and I think that was actually a pretty good deal. I think it's worth more than $15 now still, but I scooped it up for that, and it's a great game. Very hard game, but a great game. Mega Man 11. It's in there. Like I said, the guy had it listed for $15, so I hit him up, and I was like, I'll take a Mega Man game for $15. Okay, this I bought from the same guy. I've done a few marketplace deals with him, even some DS and 3DS games, but that is not what this video is about. But I got that Mega Man 11 from this guy, and this game also from him, and I think this game was also $15. It is a copy of Battle Chasers Night War. I've never played this, but I hear it's like a pretty cool game. I'd like to throw it in one day and try it, as I would like to do with all of these games. This next one is a more recent addition, at least I'd say probably 2 or 3 months ago. My friend, his name is Justin, I hang out with every once in a while, hits me up, and he's the guy that actually got me collecting for the Switch. We talk video games and wrestling all the time. I mean, it's like the two things that we like. But he hit me up, and he's like, hey, I got a double for the Switch if you're interested. And he told me he'd sell it to me for $15. So I was like, sure thing, I'll take it. It is a copy of the Wonderful 101 Remastered. I believe this was a Wii U game, and that's cool. I've never actually played it, but I think this would be like a fun time, even maybe with the kids. Looks like one of those types of games. This I picked up. I don't remember. I think I picked this up at the same CD trade post. I think I paid $20 for this, but it's worth it because it's got a bunch of games on here, and I'm a fan of the series. And it is Street Fighter, the 30th Anniversary Collection. I actually have thrown this in and played a few of them. Not for very long. I mean, I remember when Street Fighter 2 came out, that's all I played. Same thing with like Mortal Kombat 2. And now when I played it a little while, and I was like, man, how did I stay glued? How did I stay glued to this for so long when, like, I play a few rounds as a couple of characters, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to play something else now. But it's a classic. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection has so many of the great Street Fighters on it. This is my first burn, actually. This was another game I bought from Walmart for $15. And it was my first experience with the game not having a game, but a game download. And it said it around the cover, and I don't know why I didn't see it. Because, I mean, it says it on there. And I picked it up. It was $15. This was also at Walmart. It is Call of Juarez the Gunslinger. Man, I like having... You know what? I guess I don't even hate that. As long as I can still use the code if I ever want to. I mean, eventually I won't be able to. But... at least there's that. At least I can still do that. But I don't even mind just having the case. I like, it has the artwork on the back, and it's the artwork. It's just the game is just a digital. I don't know. I'm trying to defend it because I do like having the physical case, and it is the artwork for that game, and it has all, so I guess I don't mind as much because I can still get the game from this box, but it just doesn't have the cartridge. but everything else, it's fine. I like having the artwork too. So, and it's sealed. I don't have a reason to open it, honestly. I don't even remember if this game is any good. I've never played a Call of Juarez game. Alright, I'm done ranting about that. Next one I picked up, it was relatively new. It was some people's game of the year that it came out. I paid, I think, $32 for this. I definitely want to give this a try because I've heard nothing but amazing things. And I'm not even really into this genre, but maybe this will be the game that gets me into it. It is a copy of Hades for the Switch. And there it is. Not sure what this is. Like I said, I'm not going to tear it apart because there's a lot to go through. Actually, we're almost done, so that's cool. But yeah, tell me down in the comments, guys, Hades. Let me know about it. I mean, I've seen reviews and I've heard people talk about it, but I want to hear your experiences too, because I really do at some point want to jump into that. Okay, and this one is also, I guess I don't remember a lot of those. Maybe it's just stuff that I've gotten rid of, or yeah. I think I got, okay, that was 3 games. That one bundle I told you that had the Dragon Ball, it was 3 games, and this was the one I was most interested in. Like I said, the guy gave me a good deal. It was like a year and a half ago, so I can't remember what I paid, but it was worth it for the 3 games, because one of them was the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, and everything is in there. I'm not going to pull it apart because, again, that's not what this video is for. This is just going through my Switch collection. It's not an unboxing. But yeah, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition for the Switch. I really, really want to try this game. But I just do not have that kind of time. Maybe one day. I heard this game was fire. Witcher 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, the next ones I'm going to show are my imports. Now, there's 2 here I got, as you can see. Unless you can read Japanese, you're not going to know what that says. But these are 2 games I got. I've mentioned him before in pickups videos. His name is Charles. He had the Mega Man Anniversary, or Mega Man X Anniversary Collection for the Switch. Now, if you're keeping up, I believe the Mega Man X Anniversary Collection Volume 1 had the download code for Volume 2 in it in America, so they did not have a physical release of 2 here. Well, Charles had both of them because he imports, as I now do also, and it was around Christmas time last year, and the story is in the other video, but I'm going to tell it again real quick. Christmas time last year, I told him I was interested in those, and he brought over, I told him I was going to buy them separately though. He was charging me $30 a piece, which is fine. And I told him I wanted to buy them separately. But when he came to drop off the first one, Mega Man X Anniversary Collection Volume 1, he brought the second one also, which is right here. And told me, you know, it was around the holidays, everybody's bouncing back from COVID, like it's been a crappy year, like, you know, just a lot of things he had mentioned, and was like, because of all that, he's like, I'm gonna just let you have this one. And like, I was pretty stunned, and that's amazing. And thank you again, Charles. I know he watches these videos. Thanks again, man. You really made you know, that little portion of my week that much brighter. But there's the first one, and there's the second one. So I got the Mega Man X Anniversary Collection, both Rockman actually in Japan. Both of them for $30 from Charles. That was awesome. What's next? This is an import. Yes, this is an import. Look, more Japanese writing. I bought this because it's not here for some reason, and that kind of blows my mind because there's a lot of great games on this. But it's a copy of the Capcom Belt Action Collection, and yes, I imported this from Japan. As you can see, And there's the game. Yeah, they don't have ratings like they do here. I believe this is their rating. I'm not really sure. I don't have a whole lot of games from Japan, but I'm seeing this on a few of the other imports that I have here. If that's the rating, let me know because I'm not sure. But I played through a lot of the games on this. It's what it is a series of like 90s style, and I want to say mostly Super Nintendo side-scrolling beat 'em ups, and like Final Fights on here, a lot of good stuff. So I picked it up, and yeah, I did play a bunch of these. That's Capcom Belt Action Collection. The next one, I ordered a game. I was importing a game from Japan, and they suggested this other one, and I thought it was also cool looking, so I picked it up. It is, as you can see. I show the spine, just for maybe some of you do know how to read Japanese. But it is a copy of Dead or School. Now, I watched reviews on this and stuff like that, and this game just looks really cool to me. I have not tried it, but one day I will. And yeah, there's the game, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. Dead or School. I think that title is even cool. I don't know. And this was what started it. Well, besides the Mega Man games, this is what started me getting the Japanese games. I don't believe that this was released in America, and honestly, it's going to sound crazy, but this is the third installment of this franchise, and I did have the first two, and I love them. And people are like, oh, well, we know why. Well, no, because it had a lot of fun gameplay mechanics, and that franchise is the Dead or Alive Extreme series. This is Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet, which, there you go. Oh, I think this is actually written on there. It is. But trying to find the right combination of gifts to gift the other girls to try to be your volleyball partner and your friend, unlocking the swimsuits, gambling at the casino to earn more money to buy items to try to give to the other girls. I mean, I don't know why, but to me the gameplay loop was pretty satisfying, and the actual volleyball was quite fun. I mean, getting past the jiggly physics, if you actually go into this game, or I believe the first two are probably a little cheaper than this even, yeah, it's good. It really is a cool gameplay loop, and like I said, there's the back. The volleyball mechanics are actually quite good also. Okay, now, first-party Nintendo stuff. And this is crazy because I didn't realize that I didn't have that many first-party Nintendo games, but apparently I don't. So, let's dive right into these. First one, Fire Emblem Warriors. I have never played a Fire Emblem game. I am not afraid to admit that. I got this game for $8. One of the guys that lives on property who I know collects, I asked him if he had any Switch stuff, and he pulled this out, said this was the only one he had for sale. And when I asked him the price, I seen him looking at GameStop. So I assumed, it was going to be pricey. But he charged me what GameStop would give him for the game. So I was a little confused. I don't know if he was doing that to be nice, or if he really didn't know and was just like, oh, well, I was going to bring this there, and they were only going to give me $8, so $8. $8 for a Switch game? Yes, please. I'll take that all day. Especially in the Fire Emblem franchise. I think that is probably a good one to have there. And the next one is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I got this on Marketplace for $20. I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I bought it. I have never played a Fire Emblem game, as I said before, but it is in there, and I don't know that I would like this type of game because of the strategy elements. I'm just not a fan. This one I bought with my daughter in mind, and I played it, and it's good, but it is so easy, and apparently that is the case because when I randomly checked one time when my daughter was playing, my youngest daughter, her life reserve was at 256, so I guess even she had a hard time dying in this game. but is Kirby Star Allies. It's still a cool game. It's just like you're not going to die very much, but there it is. Kirby's always a good franchise. This was one of the first games I picked up when I first got the Switch, besides Breath of the Wild, because that's the one that came with it. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't know anyone that has a Switch that does not have this game. And if you are that person, you need to go and get a copy of this game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is fantastic. And this was another game that not only me, but my kids also played extensively. They'd each grab a Joy-Con and race each other, and they had a blast playing this, as did I. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a must-own for the Nintendo Switch. This I got for $20. I couldn't believe it, because this is still going for $50 at Walmart, and first-party Nintendo games do not lose their value. But the lady sold it to me for $20. Side note, she also I asked if there was any other gaming stuff, and she sold me a bunch of Nintendo 64 cartridges. I have since gotten rid of those, but I got a really good deal on those, and Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, and a bunch of other good N64 carts were in there. But it started off with this game, which she charged $20 for, which I was surprised. It blew my mind. But it's a copy of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I love the Zelda franchise. I did play this when I got it. I did not finish it. Another one I need to get back to. And it's sad too, because I don't not play them because I'm not having fun. It just seems, whenever I go to play a game, it just seems so overwhelming. Like, now I got to remember where I was at, what I have to do. So yeah, it's one of the games I need to get back to. This one I picked up. I mean, it is what it is. These games are all fantastic. I picked it up because it was going to be out of print this past March, and I believe it is now. It's still not that hard to find, but there was no way I didn't want to add it to my collection, and that is a copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I feel like this is a must-own collection on the Nintendo Switch. Super Mario 64 is fantastic. I never played through Sunshine. I actually played it on here when I first got this. I didn't get very far, but it seemed cool. And of course, I have played Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. I never finished it, but that game is fantastic too. So, if you can find this, and it's not that expensive, pick it up before you can't, if you have a Switch, because it's classic, must own game. Nintendo fans are going to hate me for this, but this is a franchise that I have never been able to find myself getting into. Not sure why. It's a great franchise, a lot of crazy good characters, and it is beloved by millions around the world. And I think it is okay at best. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I don't know why I'm not absolutely in love with this game, but I'm not. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It's not that it's bad. It's not that I don't like it. I love all the characters. I just don't play this. Throw it away. No, of course not. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I need to give it another chance, because I did play through Brawl on the Wii, and I thought that game was great. And the game that I got when I got the Switch, it's Breath of the Wild. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. There's the game. This game is overwhelming. I played a lot of it, many hours, and I'm nowhere. And I never went back to it, and it's just like massive amounts of things to do. I need to get back to it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great game. This is also a must-own game for the Switch. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. If you don't have it, grab it. Alright, this is the first party stuff. Now I'm going to do the stuff that I got from the limited game companies, and then my collector's editions that I have so far. So you guys have seen all of these. Oh, with the exception of this one. I got this through Limited Run Games, but it's not from them. And I left it sealed because I actually played this on Game Pass. It was limited to 5,000 copies, and it's a Switch game. I love the Switch, so I picked up a copy and I kept it sealed. Maybe I'll open it one day, but like I said, I played this on Xbox Game Pass. It is West of Dead: Path of the Crow. Distributed by Limited Run Games. Doesn't have the logo, but cool little thing to have, and it's sealed. I don't know if I'll ever open it, but cool to have in the collection. This is a Limited Run game. I found this at Vintage Stock. I think I paid $40 for it, but Limited Run, yeah, that seems pretty low for most Limited Run games. This game did not spike a ton, but it's cool to have in the collection anyway. And I found a Limited Run game in the wild, so that was also cool. It is a copy of Panzer Dragoon. I actually seen the review of this, and they say it's not very good, and it doesn't take very long to complete either. So, Panzer Dragoon. Up next is the only game that I've ever gotten from Super Rare. I did an unboxing of this game. It is The Last Day of June, and I put all the stuff from the unboxing in here, and the game is also in there. This game, I don't know why I felt compelled to pick this up. It looked really good, and I thought the story seemed pretty cool, so eventually I will throw this in. Last Day of June by Super Rare Games. And then, of course, I've done videos on unboxing of both of these, and I talk about these guys extensively because I really love their stuff. This is Series 1, and I finally put the game patches that I earned in the respective boxes. But this is the Series 1 releases from Premium Edition Games. You got Pigeon Dev Games Collection is number 2, I believe. Oh yeah, it's on the back. That was their second release, and their first release was this one, Super Blood Hockey. Awesome. Both of these games are awesome. Series 2 is beginning to ship now. Robot Named Fight and Demon's Tier Plus, which are unavailable currently. Hopefully I can get a hold of them. And I think pre-orders for Cathedral are going up soon. And yeah, that's more than you needed to know about me owning these two games, but I love Premium Edition games and their packaging, and they're down-to-earth guys that I have spoken to, multiple guys that work there, and they're really nice and like to actually keep in touch with the community to find out like how things are doing and with their products and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm rambling now. And the last things I'm going to show are my collector's editions, which most of these I did unboxing of. This is also a limited run game. This is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Classic edition, I believe this is called, in the NES style box. I'm not going to take it apart. If you'd like to see what's in this box, you can go back to the video that I did the unboxing of this. But yes, awesome to have. I played through the first one. I have not played this one yet. Maybe one day I will. Next one is also the classic edition of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Also a video of me unboxing this, if you'd like to know what's inside this giant case, which kind of reminds me of Neo Geo games. But this is also limited run. Sorry guys, this is unavailable. That's one of the cool things about limited run, is like if you get your hands on it, consider yourself lucky. Well, not really, because the open pre-orders, like you can pre-order it for a certain amount of time, but if you miss it, you miss it. And I'm not one of those guys. I don't order everything from limited run. I order stuff that I want or think is cool. I have a bunch more stuff on the way, so we'll do unboxings as those come. One of the ones I'm most excited for is the Castlevania collection, because I did get the classic edition of that too, and I'm pumped for that to come. But anyway, and yes, for the Switch. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, limited run. And then this was the one I did the unboxing of last week. This monster, which when I'm done, when I put this video up, I'm going to play. It is the Metroid Dread Special Edition. I'm not going to open this. I showed you guys what was in it last week. Go check out that video. But so far, I'm digging this game, but I am lost right now in it, and I'm not really sure what to do or where to go. But I'm going to go hunt around and just explore and try to figure out what's going on. And if I can't figure out what's going on, I can just go to YouTube. Hopefully that's the last resort. I'd rather figure out the stuff for myself, but sometimes it gets a little frustrating. And then these two things, which I have been unboxing collector's editions on my videos, but I don't know, for some reason I didn't do that. It's usually the ones that I get in the mail. I opened these yesterday, and I actually played a little bit of one of them. But the first one that I picked up was Sonic Colors Ultimate. And right after I bought this, one of my friends told me that this is a buggy, janky mess of a port. So, oh God. But I opened it anyway. And like I said, since I didn't do an unboxing video, we'll do one right now. Except you can't see my excitement from breaking the seal and seeing it for the first time because I already have. There's the game, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Ultimate Icon Pack card is in there if I want to download that. And of course the game card. And this, for some reason, came with a strange looking Sonic the Hedgehog keychain, which I don't know. I don't know why. And there seems to be a lot of packaging for just the two things that were in here. But, you know, that's okay. I'm happy to throw it in the collection. And I like the bigger boxes when it comes to the game. So, there it is, guys. Sonic Colors Ultimate. I believe this is relatively new. This came out not that long ago. And this other one is also relatively new. And I don't know why I felt compelled to buy this. I've read good things in the previews and stuff like that. And I saw it yesterday and I was like, I gotta grab that. But it is a copy of Hot Wheels Unleashed for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game came, and like I said, I'm doing unboxing because I didn't do one already, so that's why I'm showing you what's in here. This game came with a steelbook, which is not here. It's in the bedroom because I was playing this, and I'm not going to go grab it because the video is getting quite long. But it is a pretty cool looking steelbook. Next time I do a video, I'll show it on that one. But it also came with this, which is also a game that card that you can play as in game. But I thought that was pretty dope. It came with this little car. But you know, it's cool. But anyone who collects those, unless you're trying to just play with it, and I'm not, you know, probably hangs them up or displays them somewhere. I'll just keep it in the box because there's a little window. When I want to see it, I can just look at the box. And it also came with this poster, double-sided poster, which I'll also keep in the box. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that is my Nintendo Switch collection so far as of yesterday, because I bought the Sonic Colors Ultimate and the Hot Wheels game yesterday. So I really appreciate it. If you hung out to the end of this video, because it is quite long, I really appreciate you. Stay tuned because, again, I do have album reviews coming up. I know I've been saying it, but I'm going to get to them, I promise. So if you're into the music aspect of this channel, stay tuned for that. Up next, like I said, is Parallax, Awaken, and then a few other things. Today's shirt is the Dropkick Murphys Rancid Tour shirt that I went to a few weeks ago, months ago maybe, Boston to Berkeley 2, and of course the Candlebox hat. I seem to be doing like a thing where I show you what kind of band I happen to be wearing that day. But that's it, guys. That's my Switch collection. If you like what you see, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to have another episode of In the Wild soon. There's some other stuff I want to show along with the new Switch stuff that will also be in that because it is new and it goes in that video. But yeah, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell a friend, watch the video over and over yourself to help me get views. No, I'm just kidding. But do all that. Anyway, guys, have a good night, day, whatever time it is when you're watching this, and I will see you soon. Psycho out.